we're seeing a lot of innovation come out of Europe.
Very
Because they
much.
have all of these interesting use cases with sponsors in different regions and
Yep.
localization. You guys have the EPCR and you're
Yes.
launching some new features. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
For sure. And I think it's beyond Europe. It's really international. And two things. First of all, Eluvio's distribution technology, the content fabric, makes it possible to reach the globe, low cost, and to be able to remonetize the same content. So EPCR TV, of course, is reaching EPCR is the European Professional Club Rugby. They're a federation of professional rugby teams that then play and have fans throughout the world. Traditionally, they've had broadcast licensing and they've done a little bit of streaming. They were looking for a way to really maximize that, reach their fans worldwide, and they started using the fabric this season. It's been very successful both on the commercial side and then also on reaching new territories. We provide the full stack for that. And I think one of the biggest takeaways for sport, like you said, is that it really opens up the possibility of much more monetization. And then the other part is that there are fans everywhere. The classic internet case of the long tail, where traditional technology is just too expensive to reach those small audiences everywhere. But when you put it all together, it's a win-win on both sides, right?
It's been interesting to watch that. And you guys have some new features to where you're going deeper in with semantic learning and
Yes,
LLMs. And
yeah.
you want to talk a little bit about that?
For sure. A new product that we launched here at NAB is the EV, Eluvio Video Intelligence Editor.
Love it.
And it's an application that's very slick for being able to create clips and highlights and AI suggested compositions and curate tags. The most important thing about it is that it sits on top of the Fabric's AI stack foundation, which we've been working on actually for the last 5 years. That has a comprehensive set of ML models for tagging and describing the video content. And then the other piece is also a search service that we built. It's multimodal. It's based on today's sort of cross-encoder technology with good ordering or ranking of the results. Those two together, we've now combined so that we can have many types of, let's call it generative and APIs, most important, highlights generation. Then along with that, summaries, captions, topic surfacing, and we combine this, let's say, data layer together with the personalization and just-in-time capabilities of the fabric. So you can make your highlight reel in place, never make a file copy, never export, and commit to the fabric and have a just-in-time playout of your highlights for any version, and then also without incurring any of the traditional costs.
That's right. And I've been in that world before.
Yes, you have. You're
And
very
so
knowledgeable about it, right?
not having to move files and being able to do it in line,
Yeah.
it was something we always wanted to do. And it's great to see that happening. And then it's also setting you up so that as other models and other opportunities to analyze this data coming in, you can do it on the parts as they're coming in.
As they're coming in, that's right. And one of the demonstrations we did here was progressive tagging. So the Live-to-VOD, where the live stream is also the VOD, is then tagged as we go. And then you could see that the line of progress, if you will, is only a few minutes behind the live edge, which means it can keep up. And this opens up a whole new realm of possibilities. I also think that given the show and this really deep interest in, AI data for video, that just having the foundations to be able to give people good tooling around that is a big deal. There's obviously going to be a lot of consolidation over the next couple of years, but we're, I think, well on our way.
Extending that, one of the things that I was having a conversation with Ben over at Spock, and he does the commentary to localized commentary, where he has actual commentators in the native language to do, and they have their stream come in. And as we were talking about, the opportunities here with you is to be able to layer those things in so their commentators can do it, and then those tracks can pass with the object, so all the tracks are there. And then Optikka has the capability to be able to bring in the graphics.
Dynamic graphics,
so
absolutely.
you can have this dynamic, hyper-localized content going to your different regions. And that's, I'm so excited about what you've done with the fabric and what we're doing because of that just-in-time approach. To where we can modernize these workflows and you're not moving things all over the place.
Yes. And I think to speak to all the application stack that is centered around Optikka and some of the related tools, I mean, this is really what we hope for with the fabric. Most importantly, they bring out the creative potential. And one of the great things about Optikka is it, is an almost like an authoring kit for an environment like we have in the fabric, where you can have localized graphics, state of the art, that are really exploiting this just in timeness. We've been lucky, obviously, to work together, and both at a higher sort of product level, but also just in implementation. And you can see the progress here.
You can. It's been an amazing journey, and we so appreciate the partnership.
It's been wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.